Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Crossing Fields podcast. Yes, we did name it. It only took us a bit. Isaac, how are you doing on this fine afternoon?
I'm great, Shinra.
I-
Living the dream.
The dream
Summer's
was
off.
That is true. That is kind of the dream. I mean, it is the one benefit, I guess, of having your job is having this. When do you go back? Like when's the first day?
August 22nd.
Ew.
That's not bad.
I mean, in at least here in New York, it's like what after Labor Day is when we started.
Well, school starts the next week, but I have to be at school a week early
Oh yeah,
to prepare.
Because you're an educator.
I gotta do stuff, I gotta actually prepare.
That is true. That is true. I do have a question for you.
What?
Having to you taught sixth grade, correct?
Correct.
How many can you take in a fight?
How many grade sixers can I take in a fight?
How many grade sixers, like Nazi zombies,
Oh, at least 25.
25? No weapons, just straight raw hands.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Damn.
At least 25.
How'd I get you down to what's the way you lose?
The way I lose? They just jump on my back. So I'm gonna fight up against the wall, right? And just start throwing. Use my reach advantage. Right? Use my weight advantage.
How much
Aim
do you
for
weigh?
vital spots. I'm 157 pounds.
Okay, but it'd be like you better say pounds because if you said what is it, kilograms?
Kilograms.
How much you weigh in stone? That's like the
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, I think I can maybe take 5 more than you just because I have.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many. Like, grade sixers, soft. Soft.
Fair. I have to mention for those if you listen to the last episode, if you hear my voice now, we've been trying to record for the past 2 days, but randomly my voice decided to go take a vacation, so now I just sound like a Valorant e-boy. So that's what my voice sounds like. I know, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can maybe take 30 kids. All they have to do is just hit me in the Achilles heel, and then I'm out. Once I'm on the hands and knees, it's over.
Nah, you gotta keep fighting.
I mean, I'll be
fighting on the hands and knees.
Let me take one class of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu so I can just, be on my back. Got them.
All right, that's a good talking point. If you were to take a martial art, and you would be able to dedicate an exorbitant amount of time to this martial art to get to a high level, what martial art would you, or combat sport, would you take to that level?
Okay. A few caveats to this question. Or I don't even know if that's the right word, but does a martial art include a weapon mastery?
Yes.
What's that thing in Japan that they do, like that Kirito did before?
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's all I can think of
Shinra.
with the fucking mask and shit, and they practice. It's a
Kendo.
Kendo. Yeah, I'll do Kendo. I've always thought sword play was cool. I want to be a fencer at one point, but money.
Damn you! I mean, you have one of the top fencers from New York City.
Oh, my bad.
One of the top fencers, Daryl Homer.
Oh, but yeah, my bad. Let me call up my boy. Obviously, I forgot about that. Let me check the phone contacts real quick.
But you'd pick Kendo? Come on, bro.
I mean, realistic. I just think that's cool because you're actually fighting. Fencing is cool and all that, right? But it's it's more parrying. I feel than lunging. Or Kendo is it feels more center stance and doing shit you know what I mean?
You know I was a fencer, right?
Yes, I know. I'm just talking out my ass right now.
For over a decade.
It's crazy. How old were you when you were doing this though? Because if you were I did 13. It from 5 to 15, I don't count that.
Dude, I did it from 13 to 19.
Damn, that's not 10 years, bro.
Plus,
come on.
And plus.
You said
13 to 23 technically.
No, come on,
I'm still a fencer, technically.
You say, listen,
I rolled up on the kids in Mexico. Told them the business.
Okay.
I'm not even joking you. Not even joking you.
Oh my god. That's funny. No, like if it was like hand to hand though, probably like judo or Muay Thai.
That's a good choice. Judo's a good choice. Good choice.
I'm
Good
a
choice.
I'm a short guy,
Good
but I'm
choice.
big. Like, just let me grapple the shit out of you. What about you?
I pick sambo. Sambo.
What is that?
Russian sambo?
Fucking Dragonov?
Kind of. It's like what Khabib does. It's like a mix of wrestling, judo, and MMA.
Sambo. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. I'm not like the picture I see is
It's,
someone getting
you know,
fucking thrown.
that's like
This guy's
it's
getting tossed.
you know in John Wick 2
Yeah.
when he's like going through like that Russian ballet place to like get away. No, that was 3. Sorry, it was 3.
Sure. They all kind of blur together, honestly.
Oh yeah, but remember the Russian place and he's running away in John Wick 3.
I have to read. To be fair, there's a lot of running away, and there's Russians in the first 3 movies.
Okay, well, there's a scene he's in the movie theater where the
I'm looking at you.
Ruska Roma is, and he passes by like a
Oh,
where they're doing
yes,
sambo.
yes.
That's sambo. Yeah, they
okay, I
it's
remember
like-
now.
if I remember correctly, what they did was like Putin wanted or like Russia wanted a martial art,
Nah,
but they didn't want to like take someone's martial art.
that's
So that's why they have a
interesting.
gi. It's like a mix. I don't know. There's a good video on
So
that.
you're telling
but
me
it's like
you're trying to forward 2 people all day and be plus on block? Just duh.
exactly. I'm trying to CQC, you know? Trying to Metal Gear Solid CQC them.
I feel like a lot of people would say Wing Chun though, but like I don't know. I think I've watched way too many videos of like martial artists reacting to them to be like, yeah, Wing Chun like it's cool, but it's like it's not really that practical.
If there was like 3, well, this is turning into Joe Rogan. Was Joe will like if there was 3 martial arts to choose, I think like if I had to choose 3 to base my life on, it would be boxing, wrestling, and just a random one. But boxing and wrestling, I think, would give you a very, very good
What,
foundation.
like regular boxing or like kickboxing?
Regular boxing.
Damn, you're not trying to magic force someone? Just duh.
No. No.
I want to do wrestling in high school, but I was too antisocial and afraid to ever try it. Because I was part of the drill team. X squad,
Hell yeah.
no shame.
That's sick.
It's not.
sick.
It was not sick at the time.
You just throw rifles around?
Yeah, 15-pound rifle.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
You would think so. You would think it was sick. To everyone else, it was not. Yeah, I was in the ROTC, JROTC, Junior Army Officer Training Corps, as they call it.
Did you have a JROTC belt?
Yes,
That what?
I had everything. I had greens, I had blues. I went to competitions. We got first place in a few ones. I was godlike though.
That's
I
sick.
was
What
a.
the heck happened?
What happened was, so the X squad, what my team was, it was considered like they treated it like a fraternity kind of. So like you had pledges, and then you got like quote unquote hazed, and then it wasn't really hazing, honestly, to me. That's just my take on it. Maybe other kids say otherwise, but we quote unquote got hazed. Someone didn't like it. They reported it, and then the team kind of got disbanded, and then we're under new management. So there was the drill team, which was us, and then there was the unarmed drill team, which was the Saber Squad. And we did not commingle at all. For some reason, again, because of superiority complexes of high school and all school, all boy high school. You know how that is.
Yeah, I get you.
So when that happened, the Saber Squad took over, and I was like, man, fuck the ROTC, and then I left.
Oh, damn.
But I was godlike. We went to nationals and regionals. We got like 10th at nationals. We went to Daytona Beach. It was fun.
Damn, maybe I saw a video of you. Who knows?
Probably. I think I have to find one, but I still remember the routine kind of. But that's why kind of my fingers are like kind of crooked. Besides, like on my right hand, I think it was this year or last year, I like slipped on a grate and broke my finger, and I didn't realize I broke it. So now my finger kind of points at an angle.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but I marched in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Columbus Day Parade. When I was doing it, I thought I was the sickest person in the world. No
You
one,
are though.
no one else thought so. Everyone thought I was a nerd. Like, it was bad. I liked anime. I had a weird haircut because I went to a Jesuit high school, so hair couldn't pass your shoulders. Right? It had to be clean. You had to be clean shaven, no tattoos, basically suit and ties all the time. And I have really thin hair, so when I have short hair, it looks like I'm going bald, which is a topic. I'll get back on that in a second. So I just looked really weird, and I was just way fatter at the time. Like, I weigh more than I do now, but I just had more fat than muscle back then. So it was just an overall just weird time. But I don't know, I had fond memories of it. I mean, one of my closest friends, we joined the squad together, and we had blazers and shit. Oh, it was so sick.
See, exactly. It was sick. Don't discount it. Those people were just haters.
They were haters.
They hate you because they ain't you.
That's
you know?
true. You know what? While they were over there grinding League of Legends, getting to
You were
Challenger,
grinding.
I was grinding the rifle flips. I was the weapons NCO. I know how to build a Springfield rifle.
That's it. Shinder's ready for the apocalypse, you know?
Yeah, bro. Like, it was so weird. It was like, sorry. There's weird little micro niches in it too, because you had so in like Dro Comp, because there was like regulation basic shit, which is like, you know, there's no tricks involved. It's just like basic military stuff, 50 cal, inspection arms, how you can do a right face, make sure you stay in like a platoon pattern. That was boring. But trick, there were so many weird like variations people did. Like, there was a thing called like a Hawaiian sling, which most times you want to tape the sling up so like it's easier to spin it on your hand. But for some reason in Hawaii they don't do that, and it's just free. So it looked way cooler when people threw that in the air. Yeah, it was weird. Like, there was like some schools where they like 720 was like the basic stuff. So you throw a rifle in the air, it spins how many times? 3?
720, yeah. No, it would be a 2 times.
Two, right? So some people would do 2 times, but then if you're like really advanced, you'll do 1080s. And then like above that is you do a 1080. You don't throw it in the air, you keep it pretty much right in front of you and just spin it as fast as possible and then grab it. So like it has like no liftoff time. It was weird. There was a thing called like death files and like that, which were like, because
I've seen that, and then like someone marches through and you guys are spinning the rifles.
Yeah. We like throw it to each other. Yeah, it was fun. I forgot what this other thing was, where we basically take and just throw it over our heads and have someone all the way in the back catch it. And sometimes it didn't work out, but I had never dropped it during competition because your boy shows up when it's time.
Because you're built different.
Because I'm built. Did you play any sports in high school besides
fencing? No, fencing took up everything.
I'm surprised. I feel like you'd be a soccer player.
Nah.
Ore wa striker da.
I hate soccer.
That's crazy.
I actually hate soccer.
That's crazy.
And I'm Filipino, so I should like basketball. Hate basketball as well.
Do Filipinos like basketball?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's beyond me. Why? Like, I
have no idea.
Are you bad at basketball? Is that why you don't like it? Or are you just like fundamentally just hate the game?
I don't really like it, playing it. I'm okay at it. I'm not the best, obviously, because I don't practice it a lot. Like, I can shoot. That's fine.
It's like talking about practice here, though.
But I don't know. I like kind of niche sports. Like I was fencing.
I wish I did more sports in like high school. I really regret not doing it. That's like my one regret. Is not doing more sports when I was younger. Because if I knew what volleyball was, I would have did volleyball. But you know, poor-ish kid from Harlem. All you really know is basketball, baseball, and football. And I played baseball and I played football for a while. But I would have loved to do volleyball. Or just anything else, but too afraid to try new things. Because I was bullied.
That happens.
Yep. But hey, I found the first fighting game I ever played was Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which came out when I was in high school.
Can't believe that's the first game you played. It wasn't Street Fighter 4. It was Cross Tekken.
It was Cross Tekken, yeah. And I remember because I played Cross Tekken first. My team was Jury. Oh my god, who was it? What was my? I have to look at the characters again. Oh, it was Jury Nina. That was my team. And I used to play with my friend because remember Cross Tekken, you could like do 2 people online. So I played Jury.
Yeah, yeah.
I played Nina, and my friend played King, and we just went through ranked. It was so fun. Did tournament. That was like the first time I ever went to tournaments. Did not do well at all, but hey. And then that's when I played Street Fighter 4 and met Amin. And
Yep.
then from there,
The rest is history.
And then I met you in PUBG, landing at military base or at the school. The good old days, bro. I miss PUBG.
We all do.
It's the only good. It's crazy, like how much fun we had in PUBG. When if you think about it, we really didn't do much. Like we never won. We barely got killed.
What are you talking about? We won. We won a good.
Like maybe
we won an okay amount.
Maybe I can count the on one hand how many times we won.
We won at least 10 times. At least 10. But like, yes, we didn't win a lot.
Yeah, look how many hours you have in PUBG, and then saying you won 10 times is kind of sad. If you think about it, I have maybe 500 hours in that.
I don't even know how many hours I have in that.
It's
Probably around the same.
Yeah, and then Siege came, and then Siege was a game.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Okay, I only have 200 hours in PUBG.
I thought you made,
But in Rainbow Six,
564.
I have 500.
Ooh,
546.
damn! Oh, I said 564. Damn it! I was so close. Just mix the numbers
Yeah,
around.
I know.
Let's see how much I have. Let's see. Steam gonna be nice to me. Oh, this question randomly came into my head when I was at work, not doing my job because I don't do my job at work. Black Hawk Down, you know the movie, right? The thing that happened from the U.S. where the soldiers got trapped in some place that I don't remember.
Fallujah, yeah.
If that was to happen, but it's just FPS characters from like Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, whatever, to make that mission have no casualties, who you bring in 5-man squad?
Well, number one, obviously, you're bringing Sage.
Yo, true. You need the res. You need the res and the wall, the slow.
You're bringing Sage.
I feel like Viper is a must. Viper's too good. That's a war crime though, but
Yeah, I don't think that's illegal.
all right. Okay. Here we go. You will bring Sage. You will bring Ash. You need a rush. You need Ash to rush.
You don't need to.
You need. Listen.
No, you don't rush. This is real life. You don't rush. So we have to think actually tactically. You bring Sage for her heal. You know what? I'm just bringing R6 operators. I'm bringing Doc. I'm bringing Thatcher.
Yo, Rook.
I'm bringing. No, I don't need Rook.
Well, are they defending or are they attacking? That's the question.
We're just trying to get out.
We're trying to get out? Okay.
I'm bringing Rook. Oh, no, sorry. I'm bringing Thatcher because he's experienced. You know, Blackbeard's probably in there because it was the U.S. Marines. So there's Blackbeard, there's Thatcher, there's Doc. There's no use for Dokkaebi.
Oh, yeah, sure, Isaac.
I'm bringing a crazy Russian. I'm bringing Glaz.
Glaz, damn. He's a war criminal, bro. Okay.
And I'm bringing Maverick because he has experience
You have
overseas.
to bring Maverick. This boy was a war criminal. Was a fucking POW. He was a prisoner of war, I think, right?
So that's definitely what I'm bringing.
Okay. I have to think. I don't even remember the siege operators like that anymore. Okay. Thatcher's good. You need that.
No, he's the lead. He's the squad leader. He's the experienced one.
You need a thermite. You need to make a big fucking hole. You need a thermite.
No, you don't need that.
No, bro,
we have breaching charges.
Breaching charges. Oh my god. I thought this is over here. Where is reinforced? Then what?
We find another way.
Okay.
Go vertical.
Go vertical.
Vertical gameplay.
Hey, if you could change one thing about Valorant, what would it be?
I wouldn't change anything.
You wouldn't change anything about Valorant?
I just don't think.
You think it's unsavable?
Well, it's not unsavable. It's just a different game. But it's not the game for me.
Fair. What would I do? I don't even know. I don't know how I feel about Valorant. I like it. I like it, and then I play it, and then I hate it. Like watching people play Valorant is sick, but then when I touch the game, I feel like I am it's just not. It just doesn't mesh well with my brain.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. What did you get? So what did you get up to this week? Anything exciting? Anything special?
No. Honestly, no.
So Mission Impossible. That's something.
Yeah, that's okay. Like,
That's surprising. You know what's funny? Because the entire everyone's right now is talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer. Where's the Mission Impossible love?
because it's not that great, you know? It's just a
Tommy
just,
Cruise,
like,
bro.
okay, so like,
You think the Barbie
right.
movie is gonna be great? Like, let's be real. Come on.
Yeah, it's cool.
You saw it?
First of, no, not yet, but probably good.
I mean, I hope
Number
so.
one, first of all, for Mission Impossible. Okay, plot, absolute garbage. Like the worst, well, some of the worst plot I've ever seen. The action set pieces were great, but the plot was terrible.
I mean, fair. That's fair. I don't know, man. I have what was the last movie I saw in theaters? I think it was definitely Spider-Verse. Did you see Spider-Verse?
Yes, of
Oh, okay,
course.
let's make it sure. I mean, I don't know, bro. Some people just
Did you
don't watch good movies, I guess. I mean, you watch Mission Impossible, so
did you watch Fast 10? I
hell
watched
no.
that in theaters. I paid money for that. That was an
Why?
experience.
Why?
It was a meme for me and my friends. We just wanted to see. You know, we needed to see.
So, what are movies like in Mexico? Is it Spanish subtitles?
No. Yeah, sorry. Depends on the movie, but you can choose depending on if they localized it. There's Spanish subtitles with English audio or Spanish audio.
Okay, is the Fast and the Furious movies localized?
Oh, I couldn't remember. I think there was
Because I'll be
with the
surprised because
Spanish
there's like a shit ton of like this, there's a bunch of like Spanish
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
in there.
There was. I think it was. If
Family,
I remember
bro.
correctly. There was a Spanish dub that you could go to.
There you go. Should have watched it in Spanish.
But
Would have been way funnier.
actually, it was even worse, dude. The best part about Fast 10 was like after and just talking about how incredibly crap it was, or like how insane it was. At this point, Vin Diesel's like an Avenger, bro.
He is.
I'll be sorry. Dominic Toretto is an Avenger.
No, 100%. Like the characters in the Fast and the Furious movies are 1000% just superheroes. I mean, look at Ludacris, mom. That's he went from like fixing cars in a garage to being like fucking Donatello-esque, like can make anything. This boy knows like Wing Chun.
He's a hacker, man, bro.
Like, what's the other guy? They got like Tyrese Gibson's character. They put him in the worst situations ever, and this boy just doesn't die.
He just has money, bro. That's his
Yeah.
power. He has money.
Oh my god. What is the timeline like? Like, I'm so confused.
Bro, at
Just-
least the best part was John Cena. John Cena being Dom Toretto's brother is like
John
the best.
Cena is so funny. He's such a good actor. It's very weird. I mean, it's not
He's good,
weird,
man.
It's not weird because he's been acting for a while and like wrestling, but it's just very funny seeing him in like roles now.
He's found a good niche.
He did.
He's found a good niche.
He does. I mean, he's just overall likable. You know, a lot of his roles are like, they're funny, but they. I mean, look at fucking Peacekeeper. He's really good at
Yeah.
Peacekeeper. Speaking of Peacekeeper, bro, did you see the Combat Pass from Mortal Kombat 1? The new Mortal Kombat's coming out?
That's kind of fire, to be honest.
Oh, wait, what'd you got?
I'm not gonna lie.
Omni-Man, Homelander, Peacekeeper, Ermac, and then who else was the other one? Some whatever combat character. Omni-Man, bro. Invincible.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe they put Homelander in. That's kind of dope.
Homelander's in fucking everything now. He's in Call of Duty now. He has a Call of Duty pack.
Oh, that's true.
And, I mean, good job, Anthony Starr. You played that character very well. You watch The Boys,
The
right?
Boys. Yep.
They love The Boys. I love The Boys.
You know what
so
you should
much.
watch?
What?
I don't know if you're. Are you into slow burn epic sci-fi?
It depends how slow it is. What are you gonna
It's
tell
a
me?
series though.
What are you gonna tell me?
You should watch Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
You know what show that you should try watching? It's oh my god, Expanse.
Yeah, I've seen The Expanse already.
I like Expanse.
The Expanse is good too. It's also based off of books that are good.
It reminds me a lot of Mass Effect. That's why I like it.
Yep.
I wish there was a Mass.
Foundation.
Go ahead.
Foundation's more like Dune, but it's like
I
much more epic
I still need to watch
scale.
Dune, bro. I still haven't
Oh
watched
my
it.
god, we're watching Dune tonight.
I mean, no, I have work in the morning, but we can watch it tomorrow.
We'll see.
I mean, or Wednesday. No, up to you. Point.
No, you're leaving Wednesday.
Not next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Next Wednesday, for those who don't know, it is we talked about it last week, Evolution 2013 fighting game tournament, where I am going to either take someone's soul or I'm just gonna, deal with Rashid and his broken Super Art 2. Did you see that? They released Rashid.
Yeah.
He just
I saw
released,
that.
and he is broken. Not like the character's just really good. He's just his super just infinite block stun. Very funny.
I mean, there's like things you have to do, but
yeah,
it's
but
quite it's quite an interesting
it's a
spectacle.
buggy mess, and that's a week before Evo. So now we'll see what happens because they patched it, but more things are sure to break. Following that, so because I'm going to Evo, which is in Las Vegas, I have hit a certain point in my life. I don't know if I hit this point, but I have decided that I have no style, and I'm going to change that. So I went to the store. I bought a bunch of new clothes. I need to throw out a bunch of my old ones. Buying new sneakers. I realized that my hair is way too thin, like I mentioned earlier, and I want to fix that. So I'm now on a hair, thingy to help me keep my hair. And overall, trying to do better with myself because I don't want to look like an ogre anymore. Yeah.
I understand.
I
think I've come.
Go ahead.
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
No. You have a question. Answer.
I would say, do you you don't have trouble with your hair, do you? You still have all your hair? Nice full head?
No, a full head. I just cut it short though. I keep it nice and clean, nice and tidy.
You don't want to go back to E-Boy Isaac?
Nope. Nope.
I need to know, how did that happen? How did E-Boy Isaac become a thing? I mean, Fuckboy Isaac become a thing?
I don't know. It wasn't really fuckboy. I just had a spiky hair and
An earring?
an earring. Yeah.
Did you wear hats?
Not really. No. I don't really like hats. Do now though.
What kind of hats?
No, I just wear caps and bucket hats.
Ooh, I can't rock a bucket hat. I feel like my head's too weird.
You can. You just have to. Yeah, it's all about finding the right kind of bucket hat. You know.
Fair. I recently won a Twitch giveaway for when Street Fighter 6 released. They had this entire giveaway to give out a bunch of Amazon merch, revolving Twitch versus Street Fighter. So I got $300 worth of stuff, and I came with a bucket hat, which is, it has a Twitch logo on it, but the entire thing is wrapped in Blanca's SF2 stage. It looks kind of cool, but I can't rock it.
Yeah. I don't go for very loud clothing. The majority of my clothing is black, gray, dark blue, and red. A little bit of red.
Solid colors.
Very neutral colors. Very low key. I dress like a dad.
I mean, you're about that age.
Yeah, I mean, I dress just very low key. You could call it athleisure / casual. I know what I like and I stick to it.
Yeah, I don't know what I really. I mean, I've always just liked graphic tees. I've always liked anime merch, but that's just me. But I'm moving more into the tasteful side of it, whereas small little reference on a shirt, and then let everything else speak for it. Thank God for Uniqlo, great place. Highly recommend if you have one.
We're getting one soon.
You don't have one up there?
Nah, but there's one in another city, like 3 hours away. But there's one happening in our city.
Oh yeah, 3 hours away. That seems relatively easy to get to.
You said you also bought sneakers. What
Oh,
sneakers did you buy?
so I have a so I bought the Nike Air Max 97s, which is the if you look
In what
those up,
colorway?
black and white. So it's like a gradient from black to white. I have these Air Forces that are I forgot what they're called, but
You
they're
bought these shoes?
yeah.
It's definitely not my style, but okay.
You don't like the Air Max 97s?
No.
Yeah, I kind of like them. I've always liked them. I don't know why. I feel like it's a very New York thing to have a pair of these.
It might be a New York thing.
So I bought a pair of these, and I want to get what are these things? It's like it's like a Nike it looks like what is this thing called? I hate. I'm really bad at shoes, by the way, because a lot of people from my job are like sneakerheads. Trying to talk to these people and be like, "Hey, I want this," and they're like, "Oh yeah, those are the 47s here. Those are really good." Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it's called the Nike Blazer 77s. Those are gonna be my next sneaker I get because I need a thin shoe. All my shoes have wide profiles, so I need like a skinnier shoe.
I have these shoes.
I like them.
I wear these shoes.
I can say
These are my shoes.
you like them.
Yeah, I have the lows.
Ooh, I like high top sneakers. I don't know why. So
Fair.
I'm gonna get them in high top. They have them at my job for like 100, so I was like, fuck it. Plus the discount.
$100?
Yeah, brother.
100 US, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's about the same price here. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean I get discounts, so also.
Yeah, but yeah, Nike Blazers are good everyday shoe. I think you should have one pair of white sneakers that you wear with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a casual shoe, a pair of boots.
I do have a pair. I have a pair of Doc Martens.
Ain't a fan, but
As every artist does.
I'm not a fan, but
To be fair, they're not like the classic like patent leather ones. They're just like they look like they kind of look like the they kind of look like the Nike shoe that I just showed you, but just as a boot.
mm,
So they're like pretty low key. It's very comfortable.
I see.
My Liz has more of the combat boot looking one that she can't stand
Nice.
because she refuses to just break them in. Same thing with her Vans. Like she has a pair of Vans, doesn't want to break them in. Apparently Vans are supposed to be comfortable. I don't know.
They're not.
That's
They're
what
very flat.
that's whatever people say. Like, oh, Vans are the most comfortable shoe once you break them in. She's like, no, I never wore a pair. You know what sneaker I've always did want a pair of? This is like my guilty. This is between us podcast and you, Isaac. I've always wanted a pair of DC shoes.
Hey man, I had DC shoes,
I was
but
like,
that was also because a lot of my fashion and like my style sense was because I
love rubbed your
was
dick.
no, I was skateboarding when I grew up.
Ooh.
I was a skater boy.
Can you still ollie?
Yeah, 100%.
I tried being a skater boy. I couldn't ollie. I gave up that life.
Yeah, but yeah, I like low profile shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I want a pair of Jordan 1s so bad. I really do. I love the Jordan 1s. For reference, for those who don't know sneakers, you think of Miles Morales, those sneakers, those are Jordan 1s. That's the type of sneaker I'm talking about.
I mean, you can find probably a cheap colorway.
Yeah. It's just more of just finding the sneaker and finding my size. Because New Yorkers love sneakers. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to, unless you're like on sneaker apps and whatnot. Plus, I'm just coming into the sneaker game. So there's a lot of things I need to learn. My uncle's pretty much into it. He buys and sells sneakers all the time. So I could just ask him. But I need to just find a colorway that I like. And the newest one that coming out is like black and like baby blue. Black, baby blue, and white, which I don't really wear a lot of baby blue clothes. I guess like if my core colors would be white, black, yellow, like not pink, but like on the darker side. But it's like kind of fade, like a pastel faded pink that's like dark, and maroon.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to wear orange, but nah.
I, it'll be interesting to see your style journey, as you say, Shinra.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Or we will figure it out as it goes. I still need to get the sneakers. I need to get some jeans still. I haven't bought a pair of jeans in years because I worked at a VFX studio before, and it was a lot of running around, so I pretty much just wore like sweats and joggers all day, and then the pandemic hit, and then my current job, when I was in the sales side of it, I pretty much I wore like slack joggers, like chino pants joggers. So I don't have a pair of jeans at all. So I need to get some Levi's. And then hopefully, when I get back from Vegas, get into watches because I know you love watches.
Mm-hmm.
What's your
I do
favorite
love
watch? What's
watches.
your favorite watch right now?
Of all time, of right now,
Right now, what's your current favorite watch?
something that I own or something that I would like to own.
Something that you own that's like your everyday daily driver, never fails.
Let me think. Where did I put it?
Do you have like a watch case?
No, but I have a watch roll.
What is that? What's a watch roll?
It's just like a leather case for watches, but it's like not like a case. But the watch that I use like every day, and that's like the watch that I don't care gets beat up. It's meant to be worn, meant to get beat up.
Yeah.
But actually, in general, I think watches are meant to be worn. It doesn't matter, like if it gets beat up or not.
Yeah.
Like if you have a Rolex, you should wear that shit every day.
Would you ever
'Cause that's
want a Rolex?
No, I would want an Omega. But if I had the opportunity and like it was right in front of me and like I was able to do so, yeah, I'd get a Rolex, of course. But I would prefer an Omega
What kind of Omega?
because Seamaster 300.
Ooh.
Because Rolexes, they were designed to be like the bulletproof watches. Like they were designed. That's why it's called the Explorer. That was the watch that went up Everest.
These watches are
Like-
hella expensive.
Correct.
For audio for the audio listeners, the watch which one doesn't matter what's the exact one you watch, because I'm looking at all these, they're all pretty much upwards of $5,900 plus American.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh my god, Isaac. Hey man, we all have our
Seamaster.
things.
That's the dream. But the Seamaster is like it's like I have an Omega actually though.
What do you have?
It's an Omega Seamaster. It's a vintage Seamaster.
Ooh, how'd you get that?
It was an eBay auction that I was watching closely.
I feel like I was there for this, or you mentioned it.
Yeah, it was an eBay auction I was watching closely. It's a vintage Seamaster, 1971.
Ooh.
I got it kind of like, not repaired, but serviced, and it's working perfectly fine. So I paid like, in total, it's like 500 Canadian with all the servicing and what I've done.
That's not bad.
And then probably if I sold it, it's probably like 1,500 to 2K.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it's a nice watch.
Pretty good. I want to get into watches. I don't like all these things that I'm starting. I don't know shit about. I don't know shit about fashion. I don't know anything about watches. I don't know anything about sneakers. I don't know how to take care of my hair. Thank God for Liz. Like honestly, if she was not in my life, I would be a wreck. I would look like Cho'Gall from World of Warcraft.
But I'll tell you right now what watch I wear every day. It's a CWC. It's from Britain. It's a
CW.
G10. CWC G10
Uh-huh.
quartz. What this watch is that this watch is based off of the watch. CWC is a very, very old. It's an old watch company
Mm-hmm.
that during World War II they were the watch company responsible for making the watches for the armed forces for Britain. And so this watch is based off of the watches that they made for the British military during World War II.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can see that strapped to your wrist when you're aiming a sniper.
So these so that's the one thing you also pay for with watches sometimes. Like,
The
yeah, you
story.
pay for like materials, but you also pay for history of the
Mm-hmm.
company.
Yeah, okay.
Like Rolex is a very storied company, right? They
Yeah.
have lots of timekeeping history.
I'm picking up
So
what
does
you're putting down.
Omega. Huh?
I said I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then you pay also for, depending if you're paying on a quartz movement or a mechanical movement.
Quartz movement is what?
s- is the regular regular kind of timekeeping that you always have. You know, that it does the tick, right?
Yeah.
And it runs on a battery because
Okay. Yeah, and then the other one is
yeah,
cogs on. Okay, that's what I was confused about.
it runs on a spring, entirely mechanical, no electronics.
Crazy.
Yeah, those are cool. And that's why you pay a little bit extra because people still make those. Like there are lots of movements. Like Japan makes lots of like factory movements.
Mm.
A movement in a watch, to be clear, is the one that is the thing that powers the watch that tells the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the movement in there's lots of Japanese movements like Seiko is a brand that's
Yeah.
very, very good too. They make a lot of like a lot of movements that are found in lots of brands of watches.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, I mean, it all depends on where you want to go. But even like just a basic Timex, just wear a watch every day. Like buy a cheap watch and then wear a watch every day. See how you feel, you know?
Yeah, I have a Movado. I just need to get a new battery for it. It died.
hmm
I have that and a
If you
And a G-Shock, but the G-Shock I don't know. I don't like really wearing the G-Shock.
if you don't want to ever worry about a battery and you don't want to spend too much, you can get what's called an Eco Drive by Citizen. It's like
Uh,
a battery powered watch, but it's solar powered. So as long as you're like in light or something, it'll charge the battery. So you
ooh,
never have to worry about replacing a battery.
fire. Did it look nice?
Little- Yeah, they are. Citizen's also. Citizen was like my very first watch.
I do you like so what do you prefer for like watches? Do you like the I don't know what this actually called, so forgive me for my lack of knowledge on what the thing is. It called the bracelet, the one that like claps onto your wrist?
Yeah, it's called a bracelet.
And then the what's the other one called? It's just the strap.
That's a strap.
Which one do you prefer?
It depends on what I'm feeling.
I cannot stand the strap. I don't know why. I think my wrist is just like in between sizes, and I don't know. I
One of the
feel
things with the bracelet is that when you get to better watches, the bracelets you can get adjusted to you.
I see.
Like you take out links. Like the bracelets are links, right? Links
Hmm.
of metal. You
Yeah.
take out links to size it, and there's different little adjustments you can make. So a
Interesting.
bracelet can be very comfortable. But yes, if you don't like them, then you don't like the feeling of metal on your wrist, strap is also quite nice.
So hey, that was the watch hour with Isaac. Woo. You're a very interesting person. You know that?
Correct.
Oh, okay, my bad. Fuck you. I take all that
Hey,
back.
you gotta have that ego on you sometimes, you
I
know?
guess you got that dog in you, Isaac.
I have some very random tidbits of knowledge.
To you, what's another tidbit of knowledge? What spares? Spares a drop. Oh, masterful wisdom, man.
About what?
I don't know. Just give us a random fact. You talk all that. You were talking that shit a second ago.
It has to be in the moment, sure. You can't rush greatness.
Okay. Speaking of rushing greatness, One Piece. Did you see the new trailer that got released for the One Piece Netflix show?
Man,
It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be.
man. Just leave it be. Leave art how it is. Just leave it be. You don't need to make live action anime.
You don't, but I mean, here's my thing. This isn't the only defense I would give to One Piece making a live action show. The old one came out in 1990 something. It's in
Old live action?
no the old one, like old One Piece. It came out in 1990 something in 480p, right? Some people
Okay.
don't want to watch One Piece because it's over 1,000 something episodes. This will pop. This is like the perfect way to get people to be like, okay, even if it's like, it doesn't have to be amazing. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be decent enough to be like, oh, okay, I can see what they're doing here. Let me go watch the original. You know what I mean?
That's a valid argument, but it's also like, come on, bro.
I mean,
Just leave it alone, please.
I guess, yeah, I mean, also true, but, you know, I'm just giving a point that could be said. And it's just like, new people haven't got into it. It's like, why do they keep remaking Pokemon? Like a new season of Pokemon every year, and it's the same shit every time. Just like it gets new people into
new
it.
regions.
Yeah, but still, it's the same bleh every time. I mean, am I gonna watch it? Probably. Maybe I'll hate watch it. When does Drive to Survive come out again?
This season isn't over, bro.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Season ends in December.
Give me the TLDR of the season.
It's boring. It's Red Bull. Red Bull.
Damn it.
I mean, it's the same thing. It was boring before. It was Red Bull. Before it was Mercedes.
My boy Louis, though. It's my boy Louis Ham.
I miss my boy Louis.
He'll come back one day. Well, right now, we got Max Verstappen for pole position.
Oh, God. All right. Moving on. Tell me about this topic you said. Aesthetic PC accounts and how you're jealous.
Oh, okay. So, I joined Threads. Everyone knows what Thread is. It's the new Twitter. Oh, Twitter got rebranded, by the way. It's called X now, by the way. So, I joined Threads, and all I see on my Threads account is people posting their PCs with and everything is so beautiful and cute. Like, they have a little desk, which is, like, white, and their PC is, like, a color, and their desk and their fucking chair matches that, or there's plants everywhere, and with their own custom keyboard. I'm like, man, fuck you for dedicating all this time into this. I can't do that, because I have 6 demon animals that would fly and destroy everything. Can't have nice things, Isaac.
That's your decision to have 6 demon animals.
First off, wasn't my decision. I wanted 1 or 2 actually, but my fiance, who works at a Petco, becomes attached to the animals she takes care of, and then we bring them home. Now we have 6 birds and 1 fish. All properly cared for, my ad, and I love them to death, but they are annoying. Because if a piece of paper is lying around, they will eat it. My computer monitor is just another mount for them to sit on. It's a great and wonderful time. Is there anything that you want, like what's your, do you have a passion thing, like a project that you want to do? Like you want to build something?
A passion project?
A passion thing you want to build that you just haven't done.
So for you, it's the desk, huh?
It's the whole shebang and shaboodle. The setup, I want to have my own little, not a man cave per se, but I want my own little area, my own little space that's completely mine, with all my decorations, with a custom keyboard, with a themed mat, all that, I want that to be me.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I guess for me it'd be a bike.
Straight up, just built a bike from scratch. That's fair. You didn't talk about bikes and how much you love them.
Yeah, I mean, bikes are sick. I could probably build a bike up from scratch if I just had the right parts and tools.
I would love to build a car also, but I'll never drive.
Yeah, that's right. You don't drive in NY.
I don't. Yeah, I don't drive in NY because there's no point.
That must be nice.
I mean, you kind of live that life in Mexico. I mean, you biked everywhere, but...
Yeah, that one was okay, but it's still that you still had to kind
What
of
is traffic there like?
Stuff.
Was it bad?
In Canada? In Mexico?
In Mexico.
It was alright.
How are the drivers? How are the drivers?
Probably the best drivers ever.
Really? That's insane.
Dude, are you kidding me? You want to see good drivers? Go to any third world country. Go to any developing country. You have the best drivers.
I feel like they're the best and worst. Because every time I see them, they're really good. Nothing really happens, but it's also just like mayhem.
It is mayhem, but they thrive in that mayhem and they're able to navigate that mayhem. So it's like
Fair, I guess.
they just have the best awareness.
I guess.
It's crazy.
Fair and
When
all that.
when traffic rules or traffic suggestions, people go off.
Speaking of suggestions, you know, I mentioned earlier what Valorant needs. I figured it out. Valorant needs
What?
cases.
No, don't say like
Bro.
skins, dude. I thought you were gonna make it like a gameplay change.
Nah,
like
give me case.
gameplay.
Bro, think of it. Think of it right now. You're in a 5v1.
night
You're
market.
in a 5v1 clutch situation. You go, hold up, let me crack a case. You crack the case, you get a knife, you 1v5 clutch, clip goes viral. You're insane. Especially if that shit happens at a major, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
That shit would happen at a Valorant major because these fucking children that play Valorant.
So you just want this to be CS:GO.
Yes, but easier because Valorant is easier than CS:GO. Slightly.
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 What's different skill set? Different skill sets.
Slightly different skill sets, I'll say. I mean, I feel like CS:GO, it's a higher skill. What's the word? Ceiling?
Ceiling.
Yeah. I feel like the entry to get into CS and the skill ceiling is higher. And it's like Valorant's like 2 steps below. They're both hard. Like, they're both like reward. Like, you know, if you're good at the game, you're fucking amazing. But I feel like the barrier of entry for at least Valorant's a lot lower. And there's always so much shit you can do in Valorant because, like, you can aim everything, you know? In CS, you have to do, like, certain lineups and, like, there's boosting and all this other weird bunny hop mechanic stuff. Right? Like,
You want some actual cracked people though?
Because I
So
mentioned
watch
Quake.
TF2.
Oh, I think I'll say Quake.
TF2. Quake and TF2, yes.
What about Overwatch, bro? The best game in the world.
No comment. Poor Overwatch.
Yeah, you know. No, fuck Overwatch. I'm not giving sympathy to that goddamn game. That game stole so many years of my goddamn life for absolutely nothing. Fuck that game.
Yeah, all my homies hate Overwatch.
It was so decent. It was so decent. I can't even say it was good. I only probably liked it because I was good at it. And that's what makes me mad. It's like, damn, I was good at this. I could have been good at, like, Valorant.
You can. You just have to put in the time.
That's the problem, though. I'm not trying to put in
You
time.
put in the time into Overwatch. You have to realize that too. You put in the time into Overwatch.
I just played a lot of Overwatch. I wouldn't say I put in the time.
Exactly. You played a lot.
Yeah,
You played a lot.
Fuck you. Shut up. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be right all the time, Isaac. You know, you can let me have something.
I'm not letting you have this. This is incorrect.
Fuck you. All right, sure, whatever. I just don't like playing Valorant alone. People in Valorant are mean.
They're okay.
I don't have the mental capacity to deal with 17-year-olds. When I was the 17-year-old yelling at people, it was fine. But as the one being yelled at by a 27-year-old who doesn't know what a 401k is, it hits different, you know? Like, I missed a shot, and he's like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, my bad, bro. Fucking talking to my wife, dealing with back pain. They don't know what that's like. All they gotta worry about is, oh, shit, I gotta do homework tomorrow. They don't know they don't know is like, damn, this is gonna be the last game that I have to wake up for work. And then you lose that and you're like, fuck, I gotta go play another game now.
No, you don't. You just hold the L and go to bed.
Nah. I'm not 30 yet. When I hit 30, then maybe. When I hit your old ass age. When I'm decrepit.
29 still. I'm not 30 yet. Relax.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
September 7th.
Ooh, close.
Very close, yes.
Oh my god, I forgot. I want to mention this. So when Street Fighter 6 released, I started going to my locals. Like a good FGC member of the NYC community. I started going to next level. And the last time I went, I had a very bad experience. My stick kept dropping inputs, and I lost I lost a shit ton of sets to this one player I shouldn't have lost any sets to. And it made me furious. And I wanted to get on tournament etiquette because I don't know why I I'm not a fighter. I don't ever want to fight anyone on battle altercation. I want to punch this dude so fucking hard. Because he's enjoying the game. He's having a fun time. Nothing wrong with him. He hits me with something and goes, yes! I swear to God, I want to break my stick across this dude's face. Don't pop off on hitting something on me. Don't pop off for doing fucking Luke's charge. I drive rush the charge and you super it. Don't pop off. Don't go, yeah. Oh, I was so mad. I have never been that mad, like in person. Like online, yeah, I'll get furious. I'll talk shit. I'll run it back, whatever. At this point, and it was the last one. It was like, all right, everyone, last set of casuals. We had the tournament to start. Bro, I was tilted. I just lost my next like 2 rounds, and I just went straight home. I didn't even bother staying around. And I haven't been back since.
Sometimes you hold it, dude. You hold those L's.
I guess, but don't pop off, bro. Like, it's casuals. It's
but it might have been his first time. You know, he might have not.
I don't give a rat's ass. If I beat Daigo, I wouldn't pop off in Daigo's face.
What are you talking about? Yeah. I would pop off so hard if I beat Daigo.
I'll only pop off if I wake up super on Daigo. That's the only time I'll pop off.
Nah, dude.
If I win a round against like a notable player by wake up supering, I'm fucking you're fucked. Nah, you're holding that. But if it's casuals and we're both just like it's like week 3, like 2 of the game. People are still getting used to shit, you know? And then you go, yeah. I'm like, don't.
Dude, he's just enjoying himself. Let people have fun.
No. You don't get to enjoy yourself at the sake of me not having a good time. That's not how this word works.
That's the crux of all competitive video games.
Yes,
now.
I know. I'm just poking fun. It did make me really mad at the time. I do understand. He was just like, oh.
But, I understand completely that rage.
Yeah, I was like, because my stick was also messing up too. It was just a compounding effect of just many, many things that day. Work was shit, and then I went there, and then my stick was just dropping inputs, and I was getting furious. I couldn't drive right. You know what it feels like when you're trying to drive rush and you don't get it. You just get a regular fucking dash. Bro.
Yeah.
And this dude just kept raw drive rushing me. Yo, I'm getting mad thinking about it right now.
You know why you're mad? Because in the moment, in hindsight, you had all the tools to beat this person, but you chose to beat your head against a wall, probably.
Oh,
I can 100% guarantee you.
Yeah.
And that's what made you mad. It's that my strategy that I have chosen is not working.
Yeah.
And I refuse to adapt.
He's like, I'm sticking with this shit.
If it doesn't work the 4th time, it'll work the 7th time.
The problem, also the thing was, I was reacting to the drive rush, but I just kept doing it like a second too early with the button. So I just got countered every time. I was like, you know when you get the read, but you still wrong?
Yes.
Like you anti-air, but it goes over. Like they jump over you. And you just eat like half the. I was like, oh my. That also happened. I went to DP, he jumped over me, and I ate like 80%. I was like, this game. Great game. At least in Marvel when it happened, it's like, all right, I can take a fucking sip of water, getting who. Magnetic grab.
Well, Marvel, it's like, damn, I got hit. That's GG. But like, it's also like, if they get hit, it's GG for them too. So it's like, fair.
Damn, I die off that hit. Cool. But yeah, I wanted to mention that. Also, speaking of, let the rage flow. So when you moved back to Canada, did you have to switch your phone plan?
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble with that?
Nope.
Okay, so in New York, I have a phone plan called Boost. I don't know if you have that up there in Canada. But Boost Mobile is a fucking scam. And anyone in the US that has Boost Mobile, get off that goddamn plan. It's ass. They advertise for unlimited data. So I'm like, bet, you know. I'm just getting a new phone. Liz got me an iPhone 14 because I'm a good little man who goes to work. And I was like, shit, I need unlimited data. Oh. So I upgrade my plan to unlimited data. $40, whatever. Having a great time. Then all of a sudden, my phone just stops receiving. It doesn't receive iMessages. It's mad. Remember that day you were texting me and just no messages were going through? And you had to switch to like the email. your iMessage email to message me.
Sure, yeah.
So the thing was, my data ran out, and then you go, but then you'll say, but Shinra, you just said you had unlimited. Yeah, the fuckers, they give us unlimited data, but they only give us 35 gigabytes of fast data, and then all the unlimited data you get, it's like 412 kilobytes a second. You can't do shit on that. It's a scam. So then I had to go through like a week or two without any data, and then I just switched my phone plans to Visible, and now I have a grand old time. Pokemon Go, never played better.
Nice.
Yeah. No phone games for you, Isaac? What do you do on your phone?
Watch YouTube.
What have you been watching recently?
Um, what have I been watching on YouTube? There's lots of bike videos, lots of bike building videos, because there's go back to the passions.
Mm-hmm.
I have a nice bike right now. It's a bike I'm taking next year with my friends that we're gonna go camping in Vancouver Island. So we're gonna
Hell yeah,
bike
brother.
out there. But I do want a road bike,
Mm.
and right now not working with not that much money from Mexico. It's kind of rough because I want these things, but I can't really. So I was looking at like budget ways to get like a nice road bike, because in general, a road bike
Good old five
entry
finger
level
discount.
would be like in NY maybe,
Hell yeah. You would
but it'd
definitely
be
do
like
that.
1,500 bucks, 1,500 Canadian,
Yikers.
and then I'd probably get some like a bike fit to like really optimize it. So it'd be
Bike
like,
fit.
yeah, like $1,700 altogether
What the
maybe.
hell's a bike fit?
It's where they like adjust the bike to you, like really, really adjust it.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But another way to go is that you can buy a cheap carbon fiber, which is usually expensive, a
Mm-hmm.
cheap carbon fiber Chinese made
Ooh,
carbon fiber bike frame on eBay
nice.
for like 300 US,
Okay.
and then the components would be altogether 500 bucks.
Sounds
So
like
it's
you're
like
building a
800.
PC.
It is kind of. It's like 800 bucks.
Uh huh.
And then in general you could get like $1,000 for a carbon bike, which would in general be like 6,000. So
Not
that's
bad.
also an option I'm thinking about.
Pretty good.
So I've been watching
As long as you don't try to see the Titanic on your bike, you should be fine.
yeah, I've just been looking at like which parts go with which parts, like what's the compatibility of things, would this work with this, etc. And like, because I can service my bike pretty well. Like I know how to change flats, I can do my shifting, I can do my brakes,
You
I can
go
do all
tubeless or
that.
no?
No, it's so dumb. I think tubeless tires are crazy for the
Mm.
convenience of like just having a tube. It's so
You
much
could
better.
always just carry a tube with you, if anything.
Yeah, but I don't want to set up a tubeless tire.
I guess. I don't know. All the
Um,
videos I see, they make it seem mad easy. Just pop it in, put a little sealant, and then good.
yeah, so if you have all the tools necessary and all the nice compressors and things.
I guess that's fair.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And then on my phone, yeah, it's really all I just do is watch YouTube. I don't have lots of games anymore.
Let's get a Honkai,
I did
bro.
download Star Rail.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me know if you ever get a 5-star. I still haven't seen one.
I mean, I just started yesterday and
Bro,
I didn't really play it.
Liz's coworker from work. Shout out to you, Julie. This girl, I don't know how much money she has spent on this game, but I look at her account. She has like mad 5 stars. She also plays like Genshin. Degenerate. Don't spend money on gacha games, kids. Just do dailies. You might get the character you
Yeah.
want. If not, just wait for a rebanner. Or
And if
or
you're
or
not,
you just might never get them, and then you just imagine. Just find a friend that does have them, so you can put them on the team. You used to be an avid Fate Go.
correct. I played on the JP server.
What is end game in Fate like? Like I have no idea because all I ever got to was like Camelot.
I just you grind materials to upgrade and then you do events and stuff.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds kind of boring.
Kind of is.
What was the events hard or no?
Ah, some of them, yeah.
Okay, as long as they were hard. The best gacha game I've ever played to this day. I mean, Honkai Star Rail's getting up there because it's actually it's really fun and the story's like pretty decent. I wish you could skip it though. Understand though why they don't want that let that happen, but listen, short attention span, want to play a game. Epic 7, one of the best gacha games I've ever played in my life. So sick.
7 was a very good gacha game actually.
It had PvP, which, you know, whatever. I mean, you're always going to lose to the whales, but the fact it has a PvP system and be like, haha, look at this build I made. Anything that has an armor system, plus weapons, plus the character, like where 3-star characters are good in some like teams, that's when I'm like, this gacha game is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Where you just don't need to fucking wail for 5 stars all day. And, I mean, Star Rail's feeling like that. At least. So. Fucking drop rates suck ass, though, I'll tell you that. Or maybe I'm just unlucky. We'll see.
Drop rates do sound like ass.
That's every gacha game, though. But this is one of those games where you don't need the 5-star characters. You just build around what you have. Luckily, I got some duplicates on some of the support. I did get one of the new support chick that just dropped with Blade. The alchemist chick that you see in all the commercial, which is like, I'm an underwear doctor. How may I help you? So I have a healer, thank God. I have a healer, a shield, and I have a buffer. So, we're good. For now, until I get to other hard content. Then I'm going to be like, Julie, help. Give me your character. Because she has fucking, like, one of the, what's his name, like, basically this one character, his, like, it's like, he has a passive skill where, like, he has, like, giant, like, think of, like, a giant thunder armor stand. Every time he does an AoE hit, it like, does a follow-up attack that, like, shreds shit for you. It's stupid. Do I have him? No. Will I ever get him? Probably not. That's also my problem. I'm too much of a waifu collector in these fucking gacha games. I see a 5-star male, I'm like, ew. Get away. I don't want you. I wanted her. But, yeah. Honkai's fun. Let me know. I gotta add you.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know.
But, speaking of Fate, the Fate question. I have to ask you. So, for those who do, can you explain Fate to the people? What is Fate?
I cannot.
You cannot explain Fate? What is the general premise of Fate?
Okay. Wait, you've seen Blade Works?
I've seen it, but you talk.
Okay. So the general premise is there's a war waged by magicians to compete for the Holy Grail. And if you win the war, you get to wish with the Holy Grail. That's it. I don't know what that like.
And how do these magicians fight this war? What do they do?
They fight with each other or they summon heroic spirits, i.e., mythical heroes from myths and legends throughout history to fight for them.
Like, for example, you can summon Thomas Edison, Jack the Ripper, Hercules.
Yeah.
I'm about to say Artoria Pendragon, like she was a real person. Arthur, King Arthur. So the question I have is, in the Fate universe, can like in the future, like let's say Fate is real, it's 2023, blah blah blah. Let's say in the year 3000, right? Could you feasibly summon Spider-Man or any anime character in the future as a Fate hero? Because you said they're from myth. They're from myth and legend. By that time in the future, Spider-Man or fucking Ichigo would probably be like a myth, right? Because back then all these tales were just, they were tales. Who knows if they were real? So who would be like a sick hero? I mean, any shonen protagonist would be pretty goated.
Wolverine, bro.
Also true. Nah, but you just killed.
Would be.
I mean, Wolverine would be cool, but what would he be? A berserker?
Yeah. Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage. Weapon X.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix. Phoenix. Fire.
Caster.
Virgil. It'd be over, bro. Spiral swords, that's basically the gates of Babylon. I need more
Honestly,
power.
though, like Virgil, kind of would just like it would be over.
Literally. Not
But
that
then you
it's
could be like,
that's
oh,
not
but
what's up with Dante.
Saitama, bro.
Saitama. It's weird. I want like speaking of it, power scalers are such a weird. You guys are weird. I'll just say it. People that power scale shit and take it seriously are fucking weird. Do you agree?
Ah,
I think it's weird, man. Like people are like, yo, Goku is the GOAT. Like he ain't losing to anybody. He will beat Naruto and Ichigo's ass. Like, no. I don't think so, first off. Because every anime character is made to be the most powerful they are in their series, right? Ichigo realistically can fucking destroy the earth, heaven, and hell. Which he pretty much broke a hole into hell in one movie, but it's besides the point. Right? And Naruto can literally destroy the planet if he wants to. So, like, what's the point after that? Like, oh, he can destroy a galaxy? Like, bro, everyone's dead. No one cares. I don't know. That's just my minor gripe. You have any beef with just random shit, Isaac? Or do you have no enemies?
no,
Or you like Thorfinn?
I have no enemies. I'm
Nice.
Thorfinn. I'm chill. I'm okay. Nothing
No.
really pisses me off.
Oh my god, I wish I was you. The slightest inconvenience makes me angry.
I just have to like think about like, man, what do I have right now? I have a lot,
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
and I gotta be thankful for what I have.
I mean, you could be thankful for what you have. You can still be a little meanie butt about something.
No, you just gotta like let it go,
Hate
move on.
Hating is a part of life. You gotta hate a little bit.
You can hate a little bit, but like you gotta let it go. It's like hate for a second, then move on.
That's fair. Are you one of those people that say you don't hate things?
Yeah,
I see.
I can't really tell what I actually hate.
It's weird. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm from New York, but when I say I hate things, it's not like the extreme. Like, this is the worst thing in the world. I don't ever want to see it. It's like either like I like it or I hate it. It's like one or the other. There's not an extreme. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I guess because like what is the like? I guess dislike is like the if you love something you hate it. If you like something you dislike it. But dislike just sounds so ugly of a word.
You just say I don't like it.
I guess that's so much longer to say. Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Also, I'm sorry for coughing this entire time. Like a bit of it. My throat is just having a time. But I'm having a time because I get to be here with my friend. We started playing World of Warcraft. That's a thing.
Ah, it's pretty fun.
It is pretty fun. I didn't expect you to like enjoy it.
I'll be real. The minutia, that's a word for you. That's a word for you, Shinner.
Let's look that
The
up.
small little things about WoW, like the minute-to-minute gameplay, is quite fun. Like hitting your buttons as your class is quite fun. But-
Is there a butt coming? Yeah, there is.
Like the story, meh, I don't really care. But then again, that's just me.
I mean, I don't care about WoW story either. I
And
never
WoW
care about.
story doesn't.
I don't really care about any MMO story. To be frank with you, I get the general gist of it. I go here because this happened. I killed this boss because this happened. You know, that's kind of the gist of it. Like all of Final Fantasy 14 and its greatness. You know, great story, as everyone says. I don't know half of it. I know we went here because of this. We go here to kill this thing because of this. It took me a while to realize one of the characters was blind. There's like a major story point. So,
What's your name?
Yustola.
Yeah, what? Her eyes, bro.
Didn't realize.
Okay, that's just a you problem.
That is a me problem. But, you know, it doesn't take away from the story for me.
No, but WoW's fun. Like, I'm looking forward to playing some Mythic Plus.
Oh, the keys are going to be so... We got Devin coming, too. He's leveling a Holy Cavalion.
You can heal? Holy.
Yeah, he wants to heal. No, he has no enemies. He's done being a DPS. He wants to better the world. He's like Hacksaw Ridge. He's going in the heel. So my boy's
Oh
Andrew
my God.
Garfield. So I just wanna heal.
Please, Lord,
Please.
let me get one more.
And then what we have Isabel from, and I'll convince Lunar. I'll get him. I'll gaslight him. Be like, hey,
You're playing League already. You're already almost there.
League is fun to play when you don't give a fuck about anything. When you don't care, you're just like, well, this is the game. It's all right. I've mostly just been playing TFT. To be honest with you, TFT is actually fun. I never thought I would like TFT. Yeah, here we are. I play that any chance I get. I used to listen to podcasts and people like, yeah, I was playing TFT and like I almost flooded my bathroom. Like, how this game can't be that fun. It is. I don't even understand why. You're not even doing anything. There's no like massive skill thing that you're doing. Like when you play a fighting game, you do like a combo. You're like, damn, I'm sick. I hit that link. You play Valorant, it's like, damn, I'm nasty. I hit that shot. You play League of Legends, like, oh shit, I mollywhopped this kid. I flashed EW, 3-auto'd him. I'm the best. You play TFT's like, damn, I got lucky on this roll. I used to see you say the same thing as a card game, but like card games are still combos, but I don't know. Again, I'm only like a few hours into learning TFT, so I'm sure I did win my first game the other day, which is a vast accomplishment for me. Because I win early game, I'm really bad. You see, my real world money spending problems take effect in video games where I'm just like, man, I could buy it now, so might as well, right? Instead of just saving money.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem in life is I do not know how to save money.
You're still young. You got lots of time.
Do you know how to save money, Isaac? Are you an avid saver?
I'm an okay saver, not the greatest saver. I'm an okay saver.
Liz, my fiance, don't know how she does it. Godlike saver. To be fair, I think she just before she moved here, she didn't want anything. She had like no ambition to buy things, so she's a lot worse now. But she saved quite a bit before. But I'm a bad influence, I guess, in more ways than none. But so I've been trying in terms of doing content because I've been trying to do more TikTok and more YouTube things. So I have this video that I've been trying to plan out for a while, and I'm just really bad because I have too many other things that I feel like I need to do that I have no time to do anything else. But I've been trying to do like these like day in the life vlog things, whereas like I went here, bought this, did that, and the other. Because it's pretty easy content for like TikTok if you think about it. Because it's not your face. You're just walking around like I went here because this, and I did this because that, and I bought this because there, and I do this now. Vlogging is very weird. I don't understand. Like, God, people who can vlog, Godspeed. That shit is so awkward.
I mean, you gotta be built different, I think.
You do. If I had Liz with me, it would be better. But doing that shit alone, like setting up the camera for like a shot by yourself, I just feel like such a dick.
I think at one point you're gonna get to a point where you realize no one cares.
That's the thing. I know no one cares. I know no one gives 3 fucks at all. I've reached a point where I know no one cares, and if anything, people might look like, I wonder what he's doing. But that's the extent of it. No one's gonna hassle me. No one's gonna bug me. It's more that I just feel like an asshole. Recording in public. That's just me. I don't know. Oh, I mean, I also have anxiety walking into places first, also. So that's my own personal thing. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean my mic. I was coughing up a hairball. Okay. Oh my god! Did you see the Borderlands? Borderlands coming out in a movie.
I did not.
Yeah, I posted. Let's see if I can find this stupid picture that I posted before. Is this?
Kate Blanchett as Lilith, huh?
Jack Black's in it. It's a Probably good, right?
Is this really?
What?
I mean, why don't I just make an animated movie, bro?
What if it is animated? We don't know.
Then that's sick. With all this though, with this cast, it's definitely not going to be animated. They have Jamie Lee Curtis and
She,
Kate Blanchett.
Jamie Lee
They
Curtis
ain't
has
gonna
done
make.
voice acting before.
Yeah, that's true, but like Kevin Hart,
I mean, he was a bunny rabbit in Pets.
I don't think they're gonna make it live action. I mean, animated.
It could be. You never know. We gotta
It would be so.
wait.
It'd be so good if it was animated though.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who
That's the
knows?
thing, man. Why not just like stick with the source medium, man? Like,
Here we go back.
come on,
Back to the source medium thing matters.
come
I
on.
don't
Like,
know. I don't think there's anything wrong with experimenting with the medium that things are portrayed in. Because if you just stick to like the medium that it's originally made in, it sets I feel like it sets a precedent, not a precedent, but like an expectation of what's supposed to be. But when you try something new, it's like there's more room for like people being a little bit more accepting of like what it is. You know what I mean?
I can see that, but
Look at the
I'm
one.
so
Look at One Piece, for example, right? The fact that it's live action is the only reason why it's getting any attention. If it like that's the only reason why people care. Like if they were to completely reanimate it, I'm pretty sure like not many like sure some people would care, but I don't think
the fans would care if they pulled a Brotherhood, like One Piece Brotherhood or
Oh
something.
my god.
It'd be crazy.
The only anime what okay, name an anime that you want to be remade.
Beck.
Beck. I want Soul Eater, bro. Give me Soul Eater.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Soul Eater.
Soul Eater is did you read the manga?
No.
I highly recommend you to read the manga. It's so
really
different.
did.
It's so different. It's like
Yeah, it was
vastly
really good,
different. The anime was good until a certain point. The manga is 38 billion times better. It's insane. Like the whole Black Blood thing like kind of fell apart in the manga. I mean the anime. Or it's like, yeah, it's just the thing. They like eventually learn how to use it like as a soul resonance thing. It's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like Soul can actually change his form. He's not always a scythe. He can like become like a broom so like Maka can fly on. Maka uses Tsubaki in the manga. It's sick. Come on. It's so cool. What was your speaking of anime, what was the first anime that got you like into anime?
That got me.
That
was
got
Gundam
you like
Wing.
Gundam Wing, bro.
I
Wow.
would ask my parents to tape that.
Really?
Yeah, because it was too late.
I think
That was it, man.
I mean, I'm basic. It was just Naruto. Naruto was the thing that got me into it. That, like, hooked me. Well, there was two. There was Naruto, which led to, like, you know, the discovery of the big three and whatever was on Adult Swim at the time. So Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. On Toonami, we had a show called ARM, M-A-R. But it's like the A has like two little dots above it. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Which one?
Mare. It's like Mar, M-A-R, but it has like two dots above the A.
M-A-R, huh?
M-A-R. Just type M-A-R anime. This shit. I'll link it in the Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, this is on Toonami.
What is this?
Yeah, that's my boy Bobo, bro, with the little. It's weird. How do I explain it? It had like an interesting concept. Was it? Wait, did this kid get isekai'd? Holy shit, this is an isekai. Oh my god, it is. One day, without warning, he finds himself summoned in the mysterious world of Mare Heaven, which is only seen in his dreams and his mother's books. Fairy world, physical weakness replaced with superior strength. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so like this world has like magical items that you like kind of attune to and you can use them. And then he finds like this magical item called like Babo, which is like this like hammer ball thing that like talks to him.
Hmm.
Very weird. But that there was this other anime where like it kind of like Saint Seiya, but they're all samurai and they're all like giant samurai suits. You know what
Is
I'm
that
talking
Shaman King?
about? No, not Shaman King. I know it's so it was these.
Escaflowne?
I have no idea what it's called. I just remember I had the toys of it. There was a green one, a blue one, and a red one. That's all I remember. They just became samurai suits of armor, and it was kind of nitty gritty. It kind of looked like an old '90s anime. Like no vibrant colors, everything washed out. It had a Saint Seiya vibe, but it wasn't Saint Seiya. Point of the matter is that, and then your Oni Kenshin, your I wanna change the world. Inuyasha's. I remember Inuyasha. That damn centipede. That centipede demon, that got me. I was like, damn, titties? I'm about it. That's all I needed. I was like, oh, shit. This is what this anime's about. I can get behind this.
Damn, dude.
Hey, man, listen, I was like, what, 10? Then my mom found out I was watching Adult Swim, and she was like, no, not watching this ever again. And then the second resurgence of my anime was with the greatest anime ever created, Sword Art Online.
Oh, my second resurgence was with Code Geass.
Oh my god, Code Geass was on Toonami. I never watched the full series, but I pretty much got the gist of it.
Yeah, you get it. You'd like it.
I know I mean, I do like it. It's just it's weird watching it sometimes, because I've watched it in bits and pieces throughout like the years it was on Toonami. Like, I was like, oh, I tried rewatching it also. It's just like weird to rewatch. What else? Like what I remember he was like random kid, then he gets the Geass, and then he like becomes Zero. I remember he has like a brother at one point that wasn't his brother. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yes.
Lelouch gets a brother that wasn't his brother, that was like used to like trick him with his father's Geass. All the Geasses have like different abilities too, right? Like his brother's Geass can like stop time. It kind of looked like that, yeah.
Okay, it might have been Samurai 7.
Probably. And then Sword Art Online pretty much brought me. Oh, Zatch Bell, Yu Hakusho. Remember Zatch Bell?
Yeah, I didn't really watch Satch Bell. I couldn't get into it.
Yo, my
But
boy,
I watched Metabots.
Metabot. I forgot that's anime. I'll be honest with you.
Metabots!
Yo, go get your friends, bro. It's time to
I'm
battle.
the referee! Mr. Referee!
Yo, Icky, bro. That's my boy.
That shit was awesome.
Metabee was sick. Yo, Rakusho. That's my guy. You ever played the GBA game? Oh, those were so fun.
It was fun, yes.
I used to have the little toys that you can get. Metabots is so weird because they had a resurgence because of Digimon. They have like so many Digimon collabs now. Like Omnimon is a Metabot, and then Metabee and Rakusho have like a fusion that's a Digimon. It's really cool to see. But yeah, Sword Art Online got me back into anime. And that's when I started watching like all this stuff. Like that's when I watched Brotherhood. No. I think I watched the original Fullmetal Alchemist first. I remember I binged it all in one day into the movie. And I thought the original Fullmetal Alchemist was great. And then I saw Brotherhood and I said Lamau. What would your number one anime of all time be? Like, what would you rate? Like, not personal favorite, but like, arguably speaking, just like from all, like the creation, the story, all that. What would you say is your number one?
Like, not counting personal favorite?
Not counting personal favorite, just like arguably on paper by just like
It's
what?
probably Berserk, to be honest.
Berserk.
It's probably Berserk.
I've never read Berserk. Yeah, I know I'm a bitch.
No, it's fine. You don't have to read Berserk, but it's probably Berserk. thing
I
about
I
mom?
would I will say Berserk. I mean, I can agree with you, but it's not over. So I don't know. I'm one of those people. You can't judge something unless it's ended. At least that's how I feel. So is Gundam one of your favorite Gundam?
No.
What's your favorite Gundam series?
Double O.
Double O. Why? Can you explain to
Double
me?
O or Thunderbolt.
Can
Double
you,
O or Thunderbolt.
can you explain to me why?
Why?
Explain to the kids why you like mecha anime.
Because it's cool. You can, like, pilot robots and, like, you fight. I don't know. There's nothing. It's not that deep.
How do you feel about? So how do you feel about what's that? Alno Zero. How do we feel about that?
That was that was very good when it
Uh,
started, and then just went downhill.
let's talk about season two particularly.
We don't talk about that
And
one.
we're gonna talk about season two.
We don't talk about. Ugh, you know what? Like, it was okay. It was a good anime, and then it lost its way. You know.
I'm gonna look up. I'm not going to my anime. I'm gonna look up mecha animes. What do we got? I mean, your favorite. I'm surprised you didn't say Neon Genesis.
That is my favorite mecha anime. But you said not counting number one like anime.
That your favorite. Like, I mean, you can still say Neon Genesis. Like, you can be objectively. You can still say objectively Neon Genesis. I think you wrote like a how many page thesis about it on why it changed the society and the world, or some shit.
40 page.
Yeah, so I'm pretty
40
sure.
page.
I think you're still allowed to say Neon Genesis. What was your thesis actually about?
Do you really want to know?
I want to know the intro. This is why this podcast is here. To dive deep into your brain so I can know more about you, so I can talk more shit about you.
Okay. All right. I'll try to explain it in like layman's terms.
All right, baby fire for me.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not that. It's actually not that complicated. Okay. Okay. So there's a concept called Orientalism.
Okay.
Okay. In
Do you
like the
explain what that means?
1900s. Yes, I'm going there.
Okay. Sorry.
In the 1900s, like, it's been a while since I've talked about this, so if I'm wrong, whoever's watching scholarly listeners or whoever, you can just roast me later. But it's a concept related to how the Western world, mainly Western Europe, like, or Western, like the Europeans saw like the East, and the East meaning like the Middle East, kind of like Saudi Arabia, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Arabic countries,
Yeah.
and because that was the Orient, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call the Orient, and then that expanded into Asia later, whatever, or like to Southeast Asia, China, and things like that.
Gotcha.
But Orientalism was a concept that Homi Bhabha, who's a scholar,
Homi
came up
Baba.
with.
I'm sorry, that's
Yeah,
a funny name.
it's a good name, but
That's a fire.
Homi Bhabha.
That's a fire Twitch name. Yo,
Homi Bhabha.
yo, homie J Baba. That's fire.
Yeah. So he came up with this concept of like Orientalism, where the way that the West, meaning Europe, or like in some cases the United States or North America,
Yeah.
the way that the West thinks of itself is always in relation to something else. In this case, the East,
Yeah.
West versus East, right? Black versus white, etc.
Yeah.
And so one of the ways I thought about or figured the East was that the East is the site of like barbarians, pre-modern, like very primitive savages, things like that, right?
Hmm.
Not like advanced of like humanity, civilization, modernity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a whole thing. And then over time, okay, as the Orient became not just like the Middle East, but also became to include like China and Japan and things like that, like Asia, Greater Asia or whatever.
Yeah.
Over time, right, this kind of thinking changed because the East became or began to become much more advanced than the West in certain ways, technologically, let's say sometimes, or like um, in terms of manufacturing power. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is like kind of around like end of World War II, Cold War, right? So What happened now was that if the West was no longer the seat of, or like the center of like modernity, then how can it find its identity, right? Is now the West the um like the barbaric primitives compared to the East? And so my thesis was about a concept called techno-Orientalism, which was an extension of that original Orientalist theme. So instead of like the West, meaning like let's say Europe and North America, in this case United States maybe, instead of the West thinking of the East as like barbaric or savages or like pre-modern, right?
Uh-huh.
The East is now the most technologically advanced place in the world, right? Korea and like Japan, China, all the technology is there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of trying to think of the East as these like savages, they thought of them as robots. And so the East is now, instead of being modern, they're too modern. They're too far away from humanity. And so the West is okay because, hey, I'm still modern, but I retain my humanity. Whereas the East, oh, you guys are soulless robot working machines that have no humanity. And so we're still superior,
That's
is what it comes down to.
crazy.
And that narrative changed around, I
I'm
don't
just
know,
thinking.
like,
I'm like thinking of like all through Japanese media now. Just like
yeah,
thinking of all the like
yeah,
Ghost in the Shell and
yeah. And those things like that, those are also ways, if you read them properly, not properly, but if you read them in a certain way, they're, they are,
allegories.
um, no, not allegories.
I'm sorry. I
They're
was just trying to throw a word out there.
counter narratives against techno-Orientalism. So, like, for example, Neon Genesis Evangelion, okay?
Mm.
My thesis was about, like, how that anime, even though it wasn't real, even though like the creator didn't relate it to Orientalism or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You can read that anime as a way um to speak against techno-Orientalism, to speak against that idea of the East as this like soulless robotic nation or whatever, and like yeah.
In what way though?
In what way? Let's like for example, one of the ways is like a lot of people think like machines are soulless or like have no emotion or have like no ability to have a human connection, right?
Uh huh.
But Evangelion turns that on its head because Shinji, who's like a 14-year-old boy, right?
Yeah.
And he's also in the midst of puberty.
Mm-hmm.
So in normal relationships, he'd probably look to his parents to find like comfort and like look for development, like the developmental cues, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't because obviously he's stuck in the Eva.
Yeah.
But so the Eva becomes his like mother in a way because it that's how he develops as a person. He develops as a person through his relationship with the Eva, with the robot, right? So in a
Uh,
way, even though the machine is still a machine, it shows how machines can be actual kind of aids to help somebody developmentally and therefore come to realize their identity. Like Shinji realizes his identity through that machine. Which,
that's very compelling. Oh, that's I want to read this.
but also, this is also reinforced by the fact that Shinji's robot, the Eva, is not entirely just a robot. His mother's soul is inside that robot.
Mm-hmm.
So Evangelion proposes that machines can have souls and they can be developmental devices. They can be something that can be mothering or loving in nature in a way, right? In the first episode, Shinji like he gets in trouble because he's inside the Eva and he can't control it, but the Eva goes berserk and people are like, "Oh, this is the power of Eva." But really, realistically, the Eva goes berserk because the Eva is trying to protect Shinji. And who's the Eva? It's Shinji's mom.
Oh my god.
And that's the basic idea of the thesis, is that how we read Evangelion and things like that.
And you
Ghost in the
wrote
Shell also can, yeah.
That's
and I wrote 40 pages.
that's crazy. Almost as crazy as Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online 2 is coming out with a second season.
You're joking.
No.
That's great. That's so good too.
I was just
But if
looking
you look,
I was looking through my anime list, like look at the future seasons. I was like, oh shit, that's coming out. Tiny Evil's coming out with a second season too, apparently.
the third season, you mean?
Third is no, it says Tiny Evil 2. There was no third season. Second season.
Oh, damn.
There was a
Okay,
movie.
it was
a
24 episodes in a movie. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But Ghost, if you look at Ghost in the Shell, which was also another like landmark, like, okay, but first of all, why Evangelion was so important as a mecha anime is because up until that point, all kind of the mecha anime that Japan was producing was about like, oh, I'm gonna get in the robot. Oh, I know how to pilot the robot perfectly, even though I've never piloted a robot. Like all the Mary Sue or John Stew characters, right?
Yeah.
They get in the robot, they know how to pilot perfectly. Shinji doesn't know shit when he gets in the robot, right? And that was such a big departure from all the mecha narratives, right? Before. And so it flipped it on its head. It's like, hey, listen, why don't we look at, what is the actual cost and effects of like putting the actual literal weight of the world upon a 14-year-old kid's shoulders who was abandoned as a child, whose mom is dead, and expect him to perform.
Quick question: Did you look anything into Ender's Game while writing your thesis?
No, but there's a lot of stuff on Ender's Game exactly like that.
Yeah, so
right? The idea of like
yeah,
how you deal with like
the way
child saviors.
Yeah, the weight of the world like on the child. Because like I don't
Yeah.
remember Ender's Game that much, but like didn't they pose it as like a video game? Like
yeah, and
as a
it's genocide,
like,
like a Holocaust, bro.
Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh at that. I'm gonna get canceled now. Yikers.
But that's the thesis of Evangelion, or my thesis related to it. I wrote a bunch of stuff too on I wrote a little bit on Ghost in the Shell as well.
Fire. What'd you get on
Which
it?
is my thesis,
Yeah.
like an A or A minus or something.
It's crazy you wrote about all this because the person that had to read all this had to like look into all this shit themselves, which is really funny to think of.
Yeah,
I mean, they
but
didn't
this
have
person
to.
was also like brilliant. So the person that my supervisor was also brilliant.
Interesting.
He was sick. His name is Anthony Kamara. Shout out to Dr. Kamara.
My boy.
You're sick.
Shout
Dude,
out to you.
we had one of my higher level English classes in my last year was Cyberpunk,
Terrifying.
and we read Ghost in the Shell as a text. We also read Neuromancer. We also played Deus Ex as a text, like as for the class.
That's fire.
So, yeah,
God,
Neuromancer, definitely you should read that book. If there's any book that you need to read, it's called Neuromancer by William Gibson.
What's it about?
It's cyberpunk, bro.
Cyberpunk scary.
It's not.
Yes, it is. The idea of people treating their bodies for like a sense of improvement is terrifying to me.
Oh, I
Like
think
Ghost
it's
in the
sick.
Cell is terrifying to me.
But that's not what Ghost in the Shell was about. Ghost in the Shell was about the idea that you don't need a human body to
Which is
exist.
terrifying. The entire idea that like people can like you could put a brain into like an entire robotic shell, and like for some reason in Cyberpunk, because they're fucking robots, the gore in that shit is insane. Like watching like the limits of like a robot, like a robotic, like there was a clip that happened I like watched from like Teen Titans the other day. And it was like Robin egging on Cyborg where he's like trying to lift something. Robin's like, "Come on, you can do it." And he's like, "I can't." He's like, "You got this. Don't give up. I'm not gonna let you give up." And he's like, "I can't." He's like, "Bro, I was just trying. I didn't mean to do it. I was trying to egg you on." It's like, "Listen, when I was human, I could push past my limits, but as a robot, like being part cyborg, like a machine has limits that it can't surpass because it's hard built into like the system of the, you know what I mean?" And
That's like the end scene of Ghost in the Shell.
yeah, exactly. Which is terrifying to me. Because it always happens in every like cyberpunk medium is like them going too far and then their body just deteriorating in front of them. You know what I mean? like them trying to walk and their legs give out, and then like them trying to lift something or like break through something, and then their arms just shatter, and then they're just a bean. They're just a bean of a person. Look at Cyberpunk, the fucking the Edge Runners. Look what happened to my boy. He was.
Did you see? Did you see the RoboCop remake?
Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. That scene where they remove all the armor and they just show his hand and the like if you were to just take that scene and make it a short film, it would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Too bad the movie was ass, but that scene itself was very good. You know, it's fucking like that shit terrifies me because like, you know, who knows what like you signed off on in a TOS in a TOS one day while driving your Honda or whatever car you're driving. You get into a massive car crash, and then now you're forced to live this life in a husk that you can't control because it's made by someone else. You don't really have full autonomy of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say or like you're confirming?
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
burped. I
Oh.
burped at the same time. It's fine. No.
Like that is terrifying to me. Like not having full, like the idea of not having full autonomy to yourself because you're willingly give yourself away to quote unquote better yourself is freaky to me. And I guess that's the best way I've ever put it. It's like that's why Cyberpunk is freaky to me. Is humanity always tries to surpass their limits, but once you reach a certain point, if you give away your body, you take away that innate ability to surpass yourself because you're putting hard limits on machinery, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that is freaky to me. Like, no matter how cool the San Devistan is, I would never in my goddamn life would I ever do that.
Really?
Yeah, no shot.
I'd probably do it.
No, I can't. Especially the side effects of using that shit. No way. And even going back to Cyberpunk, like the whole point, like you need to dial it back on the cybernetic augments. To what? You're just gonna put flesh back onto your robotic body? That's not how that shit works. You know, like
Could be, you know?
But then that completely takes away my suspense of disbelief. Where it's like I can believe you can remove parts of your body to like augment yourself. I can believe that. I cannot believe you taking away those augments and being quote unquote normal. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just my if that's my armchair thing, but that's just how I feel about it. And that's why Cyberpunk as a genre is absolutely terrifying. Like, look at Akira. That shit's also terrifying. It's not Cyberpunk, but
It is Cyberpunk.
is it Cyberpunk? Yeah, that shit's terrifying also. My boy,
It's sick,
my
though.
boy Tetsuo, rest in peace, my boy. Leave me alone. Akira.
Akira!
That's I don't know why that blew up, but it's really funny.
It's such a good meme.
It is. If you haven't seen Akira, please go watch Akira. It's terrifying. In all the right ways. I remember the first time I watched Akira, I went to New York Comic Con. I went back to this dorm with my friend, I forgot her name, and we were there with her friend, and we're just sitting on the floor watching this, and then the fucking blue babies walked in, and I was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Those blue ass children. But speaking of Akira, I guess like one cool thing I do like in anime is like when a character is so important they affect the world, but they're dead. You know what I mean?
Oh, their legacy?
Yeah, their legacy
That's
is
kinda-
like it's so apparent, even though like they're just been dead, or they like it been chopped up into pieces. I think that's like a really cool story point.
Mhm.
That's why I like Akira. I mean, that's kind of why I like Jujutsu Kaisen also. But
Yeah, it's like, oh, this guy was crazy, bro.
yeah, he was fucking sick as fuck. But then, but he died somehow, right? So I was like, how crazy was he? So it's always just like, I don't know. I guess we could be wrapping. I think we touched on a lot of points, and I think the closing point of a 30-minute talk on why Cyberpunk is, what you said
Sick.
about It's terrifying. I love how that this is just one point. We're just always gonna be Oh, I do want to say one funny thing I saw on Twitter because I posted the at San Diego Comic Con the Armor Core 6 Fires of Rubicon installation they have, and someone posted a picture and it was like mech suits, like body suits in Armor Core, and it's basically like a giant body bag, and it says body suits in other anime, and it was just a picture of that girl from Cross Ange, and I thought it was really funny. And I was like, wow, I never expected to see this god awful anime in my timeline.
It's so good.
Cross Ange? Oh, I thought you were calling Cross Ange. That's like saying Infinite Stratos is good.
Hey, it had a place.
No, it didn't. Come on now.
Cross Ange also.
No, it,
chill,
Isaac.
Chill.
Isaac, come on.
Super chill.
Come on, Isaac.
Chill.
Come on. We gotta.
Jeez, it's so chill.
No. Let's look at. Let me click on all the mech animes and think real quick. So many Evangelions. There is Infinite Stratos right there.
So chill. So chill.
Oh my god.
You know what actually was crazy? 86. Oh my god.
I was just looking at 80. I still haven't finished it.
Ugh, it's so good. It is actually so good.
Was season 2 even good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. I thought I would have went down the mecha downfall of every season 2 is ass. Did you watch Gridman?
Nope.
I heard it was decent. That's my trigger. Didn't know that.
It's just thighs. SSS thighs.
Hey man, I'm a simple man. Good character design is all I need. But anyway, I think we'll call it here. Thank you everyone for stopping by for the episode of the Crossing Field podcast. I'm Shinra. Over there is Posthuman. I love Cyberpunk. Replace my body. You just want to be 6 foot.
Isaac.
That's all it is.
Nah, I'd rather be 5'4". And super fast.
Super fast?
Yeah, hell yeah. Sads Vicent? That'd be sick.
You know, if you give me a heart, if you give me a body that can never get tired, that's the only thing I can replace. Just give me like a metal heart that just keeps pumping. Regardless.
The metal heart would need to be replaced.
Nah.
Because it's machinery.
Carbon fiber would be good. Reusable. We'll make it run by springs, you know?
The springs still need to be replaced.
Hey, man. That's what surgery's for, I guess. Just, you know.
We'll save this steampunk discussion for later now.
Oh my god, steampunk is also terrifying. It's not as terrifying. But yeah, we'll talk about it. But hey, thanks for being here. Love and appreciate you all. Have a great one. See you next podcast. Bye-bye.